A large mass of dark energy races through the galaxy. Its destination? The peaceful planet of Popstar. The planet's hero, Kirby, and his friend Gooey are fishing. However, the planet's peace is about to be shattered. The mass of darkness spreads. The planet is engulfed with dark clouds that take control of the inhabitants. This can't stand. Kirby's on the case. And this time, he'll have even more help. Greetings again, Nintendo fans. This is Nintendo Fan 4000, NF4 for short, and welcome back to the Dark Matter Trilogy. It's now time to play Kirby's Dream Land 3. Now let's start up a new file. Yes, the darkness spread throughout Popstar. You can still see some light throughout the stages, and that's characterized by how much you don't see covered, but in this case, it's not about what you can see, it's about what you can't see. The planet is very much being negatively affected by this. So heading straight into Grassland, you see that the opening cutscene was almost exactly like the opening cutscene for Dreamland 2. They did that on purpose. Instead of selecting Rick the Hamster, we went straight to Choo Choo the Octopus. Quite hilarious. But we're going to head into the first level, and we're going to be helping out Tulip. More details on that in a second. Now we're playing on the Super Nintendo instead of the Game Boy, so the controls are slightly different. D-pad is still to move around, but B is to jump, A is to summon our friend Gooey. Now Gooey can use his tongue to eliminate enemies. We use the Y button instead of the B button to inhale. Now we can still use copy abilities, but I'm just not using them as yet. And I already took early damage. Come on, follow me. Now, animal buddies. They're back, and they're out in the open. They're not captured. So, how are we supposed to pick them up? Well, we jump in front of the one that we want to select and press the X button. But I actually don't want to be with Rick this time. Let's go with someone new. Let's go with Nago the cat. And let's head in here. Now, I summoned Gooey earlier, but I actually don't want him here for this particular mission. But we will see him again soon. For now, let's keep it solo, well, kind of solo, and just keep it between us and Nago the cat for now, and you'll understand why in a minute. Now, Nago the cat has a triple jump. He, like many of the animal buddies, can actually jump on enemies. So suddenly we're playing a Mario game. Yes, I know, I said that a lot during Dreamland 2, but the sentiment still stands here. Augmentations to techniques are still here. I didn't mention it earlier, but blocks that can only be destroyed exclusively by certain attacks are here as well. You would notice that there were blocks that looked like the cutter symbol, so that's how you can tell this time. It's not ambiguous this time. You don't have to figure things out like the water droplets being destroyed by ice. So yeah, this is another example. The parasol one being able to be destroyed with parasol. Now, the augmentation that Nago has with this one, I really like it. It reminds me of my childhood when I would watch Animaniacs. Boinky, 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 boinky. It's a really good one. So let's grab this one up. Let's keep going. Whoops. Actually, I could use him. Let's wait for the star to disappear so they can actually get Spark instead of what the star was. There we go. The modern inconveniences of Kirby games, the one thing that just never seems to want to go away. Another thing that this game has, and I believe it was also introduced in Kirby Superstar, is jumping at an enemy from below. See? Half damage and then whole damage. So that comes in handy, especially in later games in the series. Especially if you're trying to speed run certain things. But yes. There are times when I think that this technique is overpowered, and then other times when it fails me. Like that. Taking too much damage. Anyway, let's get out of here. Whoa! Heard that chime? Well, you might have heard it. Maybe my kind of mess. Anyway, that chime means that the mission for the particular level is quite important to pay attention to what's going on in the room right now. So those tulips, we are not supposed to destroy them, and this is one of the reasons why I got rid of Gooey earlier. See, we have to keep them safe. We can't trample on them. So Nago's triple jump is going to come in very handy here. And we have an invincibility lollipop. Now one would say, well, if you're supposed to be taking it easy, why are you going to now bum rush through all these enemies? Well, because I actually remember that there's only one more flower here. And it's this one down here. So I'm going to expertly avoid it while getting hit by an enemy just before the ending. And that's it. Mission accomplished. Our mission, we have to find the light within the darkness affecting the planet. And gratitude for keeping the tulip safe in this case is an example of light in the darkness. So let's grab our heart star and let's get out of here. Aww. Thing about this goal game is, depending on the pose that you're using, you're gonna go either really far or jump right in front of you, or somewhere in between. So I wanted to try to get that one up, but it was just a little bit too early on my button press. Anywho, we're gonna head into the second level now and help out MuchiMuchi. Let's grab this enemy here. Well, rather, let's grab the broom and still get the technique. Let's grab this one instead. Nago literally takes Kirby and slams him into the ground. I love that technique. That's quite funny. Oh, press start instead of select there. Whoops. Get here. There we go. More blocks to destroy. This technique is surprisingly useful at times. Don't knock it. Alright, let's head in here. More animal buddies. So now we have... Back here! There we go. Still trying to get used to the new control scheme, clearly. So, here we have Choo Choo the octopus, and we have Pitch the bird. For now, we're gonna go with Choo Choo the octopus. Now, thing about it is, when you select an animal buddy, the ones that you don't select get upset. Poor Nago. But Nago is not the true star of the show. It's Pitch the bird. Pitch gets so upset. Pitch seriously has some anger issues to work on. But let's head through here, and yes, that's the augmentation. Hot air balloon. Its mileage may vary. It's not the best outside of extremely close quarters. But for now, let's focus on the fact that Choo Choo really does not allow Kirby to do any work. At all. No more absorption. She literally takes stuff that he would absorb normally and throws it in his mouth. It ain't even a thing. Now, here's MuchiMuchi. Now, it would appear that MuchiMuchi has a bit of a crush on Choo Choo, because if you use your normal absorption on him, show him some kind of attention, mission solved! Now, I'm wondering how people back in the day figured that out. Was it that they would just utilize the animal buddies that were available in said level and just trial and error their way out of it? I'm not sure, but it is touching either way. But that's the mission solved, so we're home free. Oh, no more fire enemies. I wanted to get that peppy tonic. Oh well. let's continue on with the level. Oh, that's a Nelly. Wonderful seeing Ruff later. Now, let's see. Oh! More blocks. Let's get the spike ability. Almost ran into that enemy, and let's grab this one-up. Another thing about Choo-Choo, she can stick to ceilings. Really cool. Now, whoop. Trying to avoid getting hit. I'm not particularly a fan of taking too much damage in Kirby games, as easy as they can be. Alright. Actually, get back here. Never mind. I wanted to... When I saw fire, for a minute I wanted to switch, but then I remembered it was the hotter balloon one, so I didn't really want to get that one back. So let's get back spikes. And that's it. Level cleared. Grab our heart star, let's get out of here. Aw. Way late on that one. Now we're off to stage 3, and we're going to be helping out Pitcher Man. Alright, so we're... Sometimes enemy placements can feel like ambushes. Seriously. Anywho, let's try out someone new. Well, new for this game. This playthrough, I mean. Why can't I talk sometimes? Let's see how cool the owl has changed since Kirby's Dream Land 2. Flying is a little different. I kinda don't prefer it. You basically select your direction with the pad, and then you use the jump button to actually go in the direction that you're pressing. Unlike in 2, where you were just ascending and descending with old school swimming physics. The reason why I don't like it is because, well, okay, it gives you more freedom, so it's objectively better. The reason why I'm not that much of a fan is because I'm so used to the old way. But I'm sure I'll get used to it. Sound like the kind of person who wants to get kids off their lawn at this point. Anyway, I tested the door. Ah, there's Pitcher Man. Here we go. So we have to match what he throws, and you have to do it 3 times. One more. There we go. It's nice that he's able to give people challenges even as things in Popstar aren't that great right now. So I'm sure he's very gracious for that. Woo! That was quite the absorption. Kirby's getting better at that. Okay, so let's keep going. Woo! Yeah, let's just fly through all of these. Taunt these cannons. Ooh! Big cannonball. Get rid of these guys. Bouncy ties. And that's the level completed. Art star collected. Ooh. Almost. Anywho, next up, we're gonna go into stage 4 and help out Chao and Goku. What? Oh, yeah, you heard me right. Chao and Goku. No, there's no Sonic involvement. No, there's no Dragon Ball involvement. It's purely coincidental. Anywho, let's grab one of these guys. Ow. And let's keep going. Get rid of you. Let's grab 2 of these. Oh, actually, point stars. I haven't mentioned this yet. Point stars. 30 for a 1-up this time. The every time you collect one, ow. Every time you collect one, a tiny, well, 1 of 5 pieces of the stars on the gauge below there is gonna fill up. So that's why they're 30, if you can do math. Ow! That's what I get for implying that my viewers can't do math. Anyway, but from 7 to 30, the interest in Popstar must be quite a bit, to be honest. So we bypassed a door earlier because we're actually supposed to be taking a certain route in this stage. If we were to go into that door, we would be missing out on something important. And I say that just before a mini-boss. Mini-bosses aren't important, but let's keep going. Now, I was surprised during my Dreamland 2 playthrough when I used rock and I reverted to normal. Ow. When I reverted to normal and it didn't actually try to come out of it. Well, that's because the status quo that I'm used to hadn't happened yet, but as of Superstar, I'm sure. The stone ability is permanent. I'm gonna stay like this and I won't move a muscle unless I press another button. Anyway, here is Goku the monkey. Mission complete. Goku got lost in this cave, so we're trying to get him back out. I'm only now realizing that the dust clouds of this combination actually... Oh, let me get out of here. Ow. The dust clouds of that Ow! Alright, let's keep going. The dust clouds of this augmentation actually causes damage. I'm only now realizing this, interestingly enough. But yes, as soon as I realize it, I lose it due to sloppy play. Anyway, grab Cool and let's get out. These guys are honestly kind of annoying, especially if you don't have a power to deal with them. Let's grab this Maxim Tomato. There we go. Ow! And we just got full health too. Grab that. There we go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we're finally out of the cave. You get back my full health. Hopefully we keep it this time for longer than us. Why? Why do I speak? Why do I speak? Why do I speak? Anyway, head in here. And that's it. Chao is very happy to see Goku again. Art Star collected. Oh, impossible! Okay. There must be some kind of delay, because I swear I'm pressing at the right time, but I'm keep being off. Anyway, let's head on into stage 5 and mind the fish. We've been using Clue for a while. Propellers. Propellers are back. They are not as annoying as they used to be. They come in all kinds of colors. But they do not want, well, to my knowledge, they do not want to hit animal buddies anymore. They're not as menacing, they're not as bloodthirsty, and I'm getting hit a lot. Anyway, they're not as bloodthirsty. Well, some of them are. So amount of fare I had for them, it's not as bad here, thankfully. Grab this, let's get the cutter ability. And this has been nerfed from the Dreamland 2 version. Instead of 3 wings going in any direction, it's just one really large one. Large feather. Wing? Does it mean to say wing? It means it's 3 feathers. It's just one large feather now. Animal buddies. Let's grab Kine the fish. Now, Kine is another one of the animal buddies that can jump on enemies. So we're going to be utilizing this a lot here. And the cut her ability has been buffed. It's the same one, but it comes out in a nice burst now. It travels very far. Kine's been doing something, showing off those gains. Alright. Get rid of these guys. Now, I mentioned being able to jump on enemies, and as soon as I say that, the stage throws a bunch of these guys at me. That I can jump on them if their stuff isn't extended, but they're so fast at doing it. You see, I barely got I really got that one, but you know what I mean. And there's Mind the Fish. All we had to do was bring Kine here. So it seems love is in the air between these two. So yeah, Heart Star collected. Okay. Finally! I had to gauge that just a little bit, but hopefully that's the beginning of a pattern, a positive pattern. We're gonna head into the final stage in level 1, and we're gonna help out Pierre. Okay, so let's completely fail at the first enemy we try to jump on, because clearly I have not learned from playing Mario games. Anyway, let's get that brown toe bird. Shoot these guys out of the sky. Head in here. More animal buddies. I like that. Kind of literally shoots Kirby out. Like that. Let's go with Rick the hamster. Now, Rick has some very interesting abilities. First off, Cutter has him actually throw Kirby himself. He literally throws Kirby himself as a boomerang. It's very interesting, and then you're literally controlling him trying to get Kirby back. It's really cool. You heard that chime? That means that the mission is centered in this room. Now that's not to say that there won't be levels later on that's going to feature multi-room missions. So keep that in mind. So, Pierre seems to be a performer, and he seems to need... Wait a minute. He seems to need... Darn it, can't get it from there, so I have to discard it for a bit. Grab it back, there we go. He seems to need his shapes in order to juggle, and he seems to have lost them in this forest. So it's up to us to grab them. So let's do our best here. Ah! Well, that one's on the other side. Interesting thing about Rick and why I decided to play as him, he can wall jump. Very cool. And that's going to come in very handy in this game. Yeah, this is going to come in really handy, especially in later levels that are going to involve a lot of platforming. There might be some times when it's going to save our necks. And I accidentally summoned Gooey. Anyway, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah. I guess we'll keep him around for now. So let's head into the other side. Ow. That was a botch. Ooey, teleport! There we go. I was waiting for him to teleport. It just didn't seem to be doing it. There we go. Back on Rick. One more shape to go. There we go. Mission complete. The key is to watch the feet. So that'll give you an indication of when is the right time to press the jump button to execute the wall jump properly. Look at Gooey trying to absorb that enemy. Anywho. Actually, no. It's not worth it to try to get back around it to grab that Peppy Tonic. So let's just keep going. Let's head into this part here. Ah! Good old Gooey, taking care of the enemy for us. Oh, bow and arrows. Look at them. Look at them, attempting their best arrow impression. And there I am insulting them, yet I'm still taking a lot of damage. Ah, there we go. Woo! Close range. There we go. Now let's give him some jump damage. After all, they're wearing the wrong shade of green if they're trying to cosplay Oliver Queen. Yes, I said it. So, let's keep going. Ah, there we go. Oh, let's grab this one up. And because we're Rick, we can get back out of this ditch and we don't have to abandon our animal buddy. Yay! Ah, Glee'll teleport. There we go, see? I wanted that power. So you can see how it can sometimes get in your way. Oh, jump attacks don't work on large enemies. Good to know. That's a first for me. Ow. That was a fail. Jump attack. I really want the fire ability, but I'm not able to get it. I keep botching the movement. Anyway. Finally. Get rid of those guys. And let's get out of here. Oh no. Oh no. We need to wanna... Because I'm now remembering the next stage... Well, actually, first let's acknowledge this. Pierre has his shapes back. So, Heart Star, get. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, because I remember that next... we have to deal with the boss. What? You're expecting someone other than Whispy Woods? Let's get in there. Okay, so it's technically 3v1, but hey, the planet's at stake. Ow, taking too much damage, honestly. For Whispy Woods, you're taking way too much damage. We literally get cannonballed! I forgot about that. There we go. Hey! The area has been completely purified. That's the power of the Heart Stars. Level 1 has been fully cleared. Let's get out of here. Next time, in the Dark Matter Trilogy, Kirby's Dream Land 3, we're going to go into Level 2. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and my question to you in the comments, have you all played Kirby's Dream Land 3? If you have, which of the grassland levels did you enjoy the mission aspect of the most? And if you all haven't, which mission was your favorite to see me carry out? Let me know. Until next time, I'm Nintendo Fan 4000, NF4 for short, and I'm pulling down the flag. Later.